So most of you know that this is actually a potato. It's amazing. Is there anybody in the audience who doesn't eat potatoes? Okay, I'm very glad you're all saying it. So this actually started because when I first came to this country 8 years ago, I was responsible for basically building up the team at work. And the question that I asked everybody that I was interviewing was, what's the best thing to do with a potato? Because, well, as we all know, potatoes are highly varied. You can boil it, you can fry it, you can turn it into vodka. Any other great suggestions?
Fry it.
You can fry it, yeah, fry it. We've got a nice Turkish person there, you can make a nice kumpir. Yeah. So there's many different things that you can do with potato. Effectively, it is a neutral recipe. And when I started at that job, I was told by my uncle, don't forget there's two things, and only two things that are important in a job. You're learning or you're earning. I.e., you're either learning new skills or you're making lots of money. Both are ideal, but if you're getting neither, then quit. And I thought that was a bit simplistic. And over the past few years, I've thought about that, and that's why it's called, relationship advice. I changed the title a bit, sorry. Relationship sales with potato. Of course, it is sales or seals. S-A-L-E-S. Now, if anybody is asking the question, why is it in a different order? Well, that's a very simple point. As I said, learning and earning is when you start your career. As you get a little bit more developed, maybe you're 55, 60 years old, towards the end of your career, security is important. It's more important that you're not going to lose your job rather than you learning new skills. Effectively, flip from when you're 20. But the two things that in the middle of your career are always going to be important is accommodation and support. Are they going to be supporting you through difficult times, and are they going to accommodate you? Effectively, if your child gets sick, will they then accommodate that? And will they support you? And that's effectively where you start to get the happiness out of it. And potatoes are comfort food. They're what you eat when you just, they're comfort food, let's be honest. They're not the healthiest of things. I'd like to sell them, can't. So, where does this then come in? This work aspect, where does this come in to relationships? Well, I put the soft skills down there, and I don't know if you can see it, because the green is not the brightest, but you've got commitment, you've got self-improvement, instead of earning. Learning and listening, let's be honest, anybody who's had any form of relationship with their parents or with their partners, listening, I think we all agree, don't we? That's pretty key, isn't it? Accommodation, like your boss can give, your partner should have that empathy. They should know you well enough to be able to go and see where you're coming from and adjust their approach. And then it comes down to respect as well. You've got to have respect in all relationships. So, where does the potato come into this? Well, it's pretty simple. When potatoes were first introduced into Europe, a lot of people would eat them because they're a member of the deadly nightshade family. And potato fruits are actually poisonous. You don't want to eat them because it will make you sick. We've already pointed out potatoes are a comfort food. We've already pointed out that they are something that can be used in a variety of different ways. Baked potatoes are great, vodka's great, chips are great. But that poisonous aspect is the bit that always got me. I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a deadly nightshade, I was just thinking this, you know, that's one of the things that happens in relationships. We allow ourselves to be negatively impacted by other people's perceptions. And that's the potato thing. You leave a potato in the light, it goes green. And something which was delicious and very helpful then actually becomes poisonous again. So therefore, what is the potato showing you? It shows you, number one, different people will have different perceptions. Different people have different preparation methods, i.e. different goals, different approaches. But what you can do is you can shield yourself from negative effects so that the goodness that's inside the potato remains and you don't become jaded and restless.